Hi there, it's Shaky Hands Bunny again with a new junk journal. This one is called Beach Escape, and it has real little miniature starfish on the cover and a cute picture, and it's hardback, made from chipboard from scratch and covered with a pretty fabric. And inside, excuse me, I'll probably be doing that a lot. Okay, adjust. Inside the front cover, there's a pocket with journaling cards, and the backs of all journaling cards in this journal and the backs of all tags are blank, so you can write on them. And here's a miniature tag. Most of them are bigger than that one. And a miniature envelope. It has miniature journal cards in it. And here's the letter to the owner about this journal, which explains how the journal can be used for those not familiar with it. And the beautiful full-page mermaid pictures are from Screech Owl Studios on Etsy. Here's some more real starfish. And in this tuck, we have journaling cards, and a pretty tag, blank on the back. And all of the ephemera in here is authentic, including this envelope, which does not have a letter. It's just the envelope from 1910. And I think almost all of the ephemera in here is authentic, unless I indicate otherwise. And there's, I have little clusters throughout, stamping throughout. Doily. This is vintage sheet music. The blank pages are tea and coffee dyed. This is a piece of handmade paper with real flower petals embedded in it. Very pretty. This is a vintage bridge score sheet, and this is a page out of a vintage children's book. And next is a piece of vellum, which crackles very nicely, and I've printed a sea urchin on it. And this tuck has a little bit of a sari attached to it. Now this ticket, I think, is a faux ticket. I don't think it's genuine. And here's some more journaling cards and fun on the beach. That's what it's all about. Here's the vintage book page. And in the center of this signature, I have some textured stenciling that I made with modeling paste. And this is a large envelope in which you will find several things, if my hands will work. First of all, a large journaling card, and here's a miniature notebook with miniature journaling cards in it to write in, and a collection of coloring pages so that you can get out your colored pencils and enjoy a moment of zen. And in this tuck, more journaling cards. And a tag. And on a lot of the pages you'll see I have lace on the edges. Here's some more vellum with a seashell. This is a genuine, authentic photograph, and it's in the original photograph sleeve that the album it came out of. Beach days of the past. In this pocket, there's some cool journaling cards. And a piece of authentic ephemera, which is in French, from 1920. Appears to be a receipt. And this pocket is one that you can unfold, and it'll give you extra journaling space. And it folds right back up. Very easy. Here we go. More music. This is piece from an Indian sari. Very glittery gold. On this tuck, more pictures and a 3D tag, and all the tags have silk sari ribbons attached to them. There's some wallpaper, and it's a page out of vintage Betty Crocker cookbook. And there's some vintage lined paper. And this little pocket or bag is a vintage photograph of a lady at the beach. In this pocket, we have more wonderful little pictures on journaling cards and a little miniature envelope and another vintage envelope from, I think it says 1921. I don't have my glasses on. I think that's what it says. This may look like it unfolds, but it doesn't. It's just there. There's some cool coffee dyed paper that's done in a dot pattern. And in the center of this signature is a double pocket with journaling cards and an old Cape Hatteras brochure, and that's from probably the 50s, no later than the 60s. More vintage book page. In this tuck there's my favorite tag, which has real starfish on it, and a couple of journaling cards. And here's another bag with another vintage photograph in it. Got writing on the back. This is more wallpaper, and it has a tea-stained crocheted flower on it. And in this tuck, some more beach fun. and tag. And here's another one of those fold-out pockets. And it has a glassine envelope with miniature journal cards in it. And there's a poem about seashells. And there are the said seashells. And another bit of ephemera, a postcard from North Carolina Home Insurance Company. 1948 on this one, and this one, this pocket again unfolds like the first one I showed you. More vellum, more vintage music, more vintage children's book, more beach fun. They're so cute. And another tag. Here's a little page out of a vintage 1969, sort of vintage, date book. This is a piece of handmade paper that's very soft. Yeah, you'll enjoy touching that. And there's more vintage stuff. Doily. Center of this signature has another giant pocket. In this one there's a journaling card and another smaller vintage notebook with vintage ephemera. I mean miniature ephemera, not vintage. And this is a vintage love letter from 1927. And I don't have the envelope, but the love letter is very sweet. You'll enjoy reading that. And there's another glassine envelope with a card inside and a crocheted flower. And on the other side it's holding another journaling card. And here's some more in this tuck. And another piece of vintage ephemera. This one's also in French, and it seems to be a check of some sort from 1920. And moving on, there's some more journaling cards and a tag. More vintage children's book. Here's some ledger paper, vintage music, vellum. Trying to get through this quickly so I don't run out of battery. More wallpaper. Here's some very vintage music. It's a little bit fragile. And in this pocket there's a colorful card, a nice couple, and another poem about seashells, and a cute little tag. This bag has some fabric, pleated fabric, and it has another vintage photograph. And this is a piece of sari from India, very pretty, attached to this vintage Betty Crocker book page. There's more journaling cards. And a tag. And here we have a vintage playing card. Journaling cards. Having a good time. And receipt, vintage receipt. Doesn't have the date, but it's probably the 20s. The center of the signature is a double pocket made of vintage lace fabric, and it has journaling card and a small envelope. And this is a greeting card from 1921, and it's very delicate, very pretty. Moving on, there's a cool tag and journaling card and very teeny tiny envelope. And this bag has a poem about a baby on the beach. And there's more journaling cards. And vintage postcard advertising high-class oil paintings. None of that low-class stuff for me. No, sir. Okay, and then we come to inside the back cover, and we have some journaling cards and a faux ticket and a little notebook that you can write in, and it's all handmade by Bunny. So that's the beach journal. Hope you like it. Hope you get to go to the shore soon, and I'll see you next time.